I, 33M, started dating this girl, 30F, some weeks ago. She's very cute, hot, and has a very calm character that gives me peace. I still don't feel a very hard intellectual connection, which is very important to me, but since we are just getting to know each other, I'm just enjoying it and seeing where does it lead. We are going on dates, making out, and we have slept in each other's place a couple of times. Yesterday she called me hungover to tell me she went to a party on Saturday, got drunk, and met a guy she knew from university. They kissed and he spent the night at her place, but they didn't have sex. She says she's very sorry, regretting it, and needed to tell me to continue dating. I appreciate her honesty. TBH, I'm not heartbroken, but I don't know how to feel about it. We are not official, but we did have a conversation about being exclusive just some days before, which she started and which we both agreed on. I don't feel hurt right now, but I don't know if I should continue or take a step back. I'm afraid that from now on I'll think that she broke her word just at the first chance she got. Heartbrokenness, or the lack thereof, is a measure of investment. It doesn't sound like you're all that invested. The kind of relationship you describe as wanting requires a higher degree of investment from you and the other party, and that does not appear to be present here. I would suggest that you revisit the idea of exclusivity because, while you do not have the behavior of a casual relationship that she demonstrated, you appear to have the investment level of someone in one. It would be unfair to you, and to her, to allow yourselves to be talked into a type of relationship that neither of you are invested enough in maintaining, when other types of relationships exist that may better suit you. Great insight. Thank you very much. I think is normal at this stage to not be that invested in the relationship. I'd find it more strange if we were too much into each other this soon. But is interesting to think that maybe we were looking for the rules of a more committed thing before feeling on it. Is like a weird transition, I guess. I'm full respect for her getting clean with it and telling you. Unfortunately, however, what is done cannot be undone. SRY, I don't buy that no sex story either, just as the most PPL here. Just seems way too convenient of a lie, but this is for you to judge. Let's end with the phrase, trust is not given, trust is earned. Aren't she just earned the opposite of that to you? No. Same goes for respect. If you talked about exclusivity and agreed to start it at that point in time and then she kissed the guy, I would personally step back. She sounds like she used drinking as an excuse to kiss the guy. So what else would she use it as an excuse for? It would make me too uncomfortable to continue seeing her since she broke that initial exclusivity agreement. Like every time she goes out, that thought will always be at the back of your mind, chewing on your brain. So what happens the next time she goes to a party? Are you going to be sitting at home terrified of what is going to happen? TBH, this is my biggest fear for the future of this relationship. I'm afraid that if we get serious, I'd be difficult to me to be 100% chill when she goes out, and I don't want to put myself or her in that position. Even about this incident, I'm afraid to even ask what will she do about this dude and being taken as a controller. Dude, you don't even like her that much. She literally got with another guy days after agreeing to be exclusive. She clearly isn't that into you either, just walk away. Exactly this. If she gave even a single shit, this would not have happened. The fact that she initiated the conversation about exclusivity then did that is pretty alarming. You'll never be able to fully trust her. Not to mention, she's trickle-truthing you on what happened, I'm pretty sure. Lemfau shushes 30 and acting like a fucking teenager, rolling on the floor laughing. Go find yourself a woman. Not some little girl who uses alcohol to excuse behavior like she didn't choose her actions. I didn't mean to I was drunk. No, she did mean to. All that apologizing is just crocodile tears. Respect yourself op. Let her have her hoe phase and go find someone who will respect you. This carrot. Run. She totally slept with him. This is trickle truth. Run. And even if she didn't, it's still cheating if they agreed on exclusivity. Kudos to her for coming clean, but wow, I would have left her. How do you go from talking about exclusivity and then not long after getting drunk at a party kissing another guy? Actions speak louder than words, and I have too much respect for myself. And if you have a problem with connecting with her on an intellectual level, chances are you will always have that problem, but maybe her other traits are worth it. Man. I praised her honesty as well. Haha. Yes, I feel we haven't connected that much intellectually, but I've been with very intellectually challenging people, who were so self-centered. She makes me feel listened and taken into account. That makes me think it could worth it, and I'm still exploring that feeling with her. The red flag here is getting drunk to the point of doing things she later regrets. I understand you guys aren't 100% official yet, so I understand why you don't feel betrayed, and I don't blame you. That part can be debatable, but I wouldn't date anyone who got drunk and lost control like that personally. Yeah. She is 30 years old. I'd end it personally. That event will haunt you forever. Trust is a very hard thing to earn back. 99% chance she lied about having sex with him, and it will likely come out later and blow everything up again. Greater than 99% chance she lied about having sex with him. You're basing this on what exactly? Your personal knowledge of this chick? Your assumptions about all women? She's already demonstrated a willingness to sleep over at Op's house multiple times without sex. Not to mention most people wouldn't have even said anything. Forget about the cheating. You just plain aren't that into her. This is an easy out for you. Run. She wanted exclusivity and slept with someone. Next bro, don't waste your time on this one. Have some respect for yourself and move on. Why are you even considering her? Once you cheat, cheating again on the same guy really doesn't feel like anything. This honestly sounds like the start of foot-in-door manipulation technique. Leave her. I've been through this twice and it only continues to get worse. Save your heartbreak, honestly. Lol, she definitely slept with him. Textbook shit right here, my guy. Dump her. It's clear this isn't sitting well with you, and it's probably going to cause doubts and problems for you later on. Save yourself the headache, bro. I say you should leave her now before you get too attached. She just had a conversation with you about exclusivity, and she's not mature enough to not make out with people while drunk. If you're looking for an intellectual, she ain't it. They had sex by. I love Reddit. To be honest, I'd cut my losses and leave her. You guys had the exclusivity talk and she broke that agreement. That's quite telling. She slept with him. I see you mentioned exclusivity. That's the deal breaker. If you weren't exclusive, I'd be wondering what she has to gain by telling you. It's manipulative at best. A rabid betrayal at worst. Sounds like you were settling for someone you weren't completely enamored with for ease of convenience. She gave you the perfect excuse to move on. They had sex, of course they did, or she wouldn't be confessing. Move on. Yeah, she slept with him. Women only admit what they need to do that they look good or can explain it all away. She isn't that into you if she is banging other guys and going to parties without you. I would take the opportunity to distance yourself. Keep things in perspective and just have some fun. This might be a short-term thing, but it can be fun. Dump her. You're not even that into her anyway. Woman shrugging, light skin tone. My question is, what the hell kind of apostrophe is that? She brought up a new standard in your relationship and then immediately broke it. And you are borderline on your way out anyway because she's not your type. Not really sure why you decided to step up to exclusivity, to be honest. I'd say break it off for the above-mentioned reasons. 30 and do the drunk kissing thing. Run. I was about to say that same thing. Getting drunk is an excuse from like 10 years ago when you're 30. There's always more to the story you are not and probably will never be privy to. If you're not heartbroken, then I'd say keep sleeping with her, but then definitely start looking for other relationships.